Hi guys, video with a little bit of difference today. So I'm still doing my weekly makeup basket, but I'm on the road for work today, so I thought I would do the travel version instead. So fly out tomorrow morning early, so I've got to pack up everything that I think I'm going to need. So this is my Mary Kay toiletry bag. I'm going to take you through what's in there, have a bit of a clean out, and then we're going to fill it up with everything that I'm going to need while I'm on the road for work. So yeah, a little bit different, but let's get into it. Okay, so this is my current toiletry bag. It's a Mary Kay one. I've had it for quite a few years, but it's a really good one. It's quite large and it holds a lot of stuff. So at the moment it is full of a whole lot of stuff, little Mary Kay samples, hotel shampoos and conditioners, all sorts of things. So I'm going to clean it right out and start again for my week away. There we go, all nice and empty and ready to start my week with what I need to take away. Right, so some of the things that can stay is we've got Q-tips, or cotton buds as we call them here in New Zealand. Always really good to have this little travel size bag. Shampoo, this is not the shampoo that's in here. I've actually filled this with my Fudge purple shampoo, which is great for blonde hair. And I also have this little bottle here which is conditioner, and I just keep refilling these over and over, so they're always really good to have on hand. Mouthwash, you always need mouthwash. Tissues, always need some tissues. Nail file and nail clippers for emergencies, always need those on hand. And a couple of little hair clips because you never know when you're going to need them. Then I also have the Mary Kay, this is the Botanical Effects Cleansing Gel. I think there's probably only one more use left in this if I'm lucky. And then I've also got the same thing, Botanical Effects Moisturising Gel. I think there's only one more left in there. And it also has the Refreshing Toner. How cute are these little bottles? Doesn't matter how small they are. The smaller they are, I reckon the more people want them. So that's really helpful to have always. And then I've also got here, I've got this given free, a Nivea Facial Cleansing Cream Wash. It's quite nice, not as good as the Mary Kay ones obviously, but handy to have. Always keep a new unused razor in there, you never know when you might need that when you're away. Also have this as a mask that I got in Amsterdam. It's always quite nice to have just some little luxury skincare items when you're away. Quite often I'm on my own in a hotel room, so if there's a bath there or something, I might just have a bit of a pamper night if I'm on my own with nothing else to do other than work. It's just nice to have a little bit of time for self-care, so I keep those in there. I've got a perfume here. This one doesn't have much left. This is the Lancome Eau. I don't even know if they still have this, but this was my all-time favourite back in the day, so there's only a little bit left in there, so I just keep that for travel. And a spare little nail file in case you need it. A mini toothpaste, you never know when you might forget toothpaste and toothbrush. And then I got this one. This was quite nice. It's called Milk & Co body wash with spirulina and nori extracts, rosemary mint fragrance. Got this at the last hotel I was staying in. I quite enjoyed it, so it's quite refreshed. So I mean, you always get a body shower gel usually at the hotels, but it's always quite nice to just have one that you like in case it's not very nice. Shampoos and conditioners, even though I have my own, if I find some that I quite like at a hotel, I'll just keep a couple to have on hand for emergencies. So I'll keep that in there as well. Some of the other things that I always have, I always have these Q-Tex Swipe and Go nail polish remover pads. These are really handy to just have for emergencies. You never know when your nail polish is going to get all chipped and horrible looking, and it's just good to have these in my bag. I don't use them normally, but they're good for on the go. I always keep in here my Mary Kay eye makeup remover. I've had this little bottle, I don't know if you remember these, when Mary Kay eye makeup remover used to be in the purple bottle, and we had these little sample ones. I think I've probably had this for 14 years, and I just keep flipping the top off it and shake my big bottle and keep refilling it. So these are awesome to have just for travel. So I've just refilled that so it's nice and full, and then I want to start using up some of my samples of Mary Kay skincare. So obviously what I've put in there isn't enough for the length of time that I'm going to be away, so I've got here in my sample box a whole lot of skincare and masks and things. Some of these are discontinued now, so I need to start using them up. So I thought, right, I need to start making a focused effort on using these, and what better time than when you're actually traveling away. These used to come in different formulas, so I think I'm going to go for, so we've got the cleanser, we've got a mask, we've got the freshen toner pads, and we've got a hydrate. So I'm just going to pop those in there. Actually, I might just pop these in for emergency. So I've got the Time Wise 3-in-1 cleanser and the Time Wise age fighting moisturiser in the combination to oily formula. So I'll pop them in there as well for emergency. And then I've also got some of these perfume samples. I don't think you buy this perfume anymore. This was the Thinking of You. I still have this perfume, so I still give out these samples because I've still got it for sale, but this might be quite handy just to have in there for a change of perfume for one of my days. Okay, so for the other side of it, we've got my hairspray. This is the non-aerosol one. I keep this just for travel only because it usually goes into my checked-in luggage, so that's always handy to have. And then from last week's weekly makeup basket, I think I'm going to keep it pretty similar because I was actually really enjoying using some of these things. So for staples, we've got the eye primer, a brow tint, got the under eye corrector, we've got the black eyeliner. I think last week I said it was broken, but it still seems to be working really well as long as I'm careful when I open it, so I'll keep using that. Got the age fighting lip primer and the dusty pink lip liner, so I'm going to keep going with that because I was actually really enjoying that combination. Ultimate black mascara, which is my favourite. Foundation, I'm keep going with this one. It's the right colour for me at the moment, so it's beige 3 in the matte wear. And a sponge, I'll do a review on that. It needs a clean, so we'll do that at the hotel. I'm going to stick with the bronzer because I really like that bronzer, and I'm going to stick with the blush that I had from last week as well because I was really enjoying that colour. It's really pretty and pink and soft. And then for eyeshadows, I'm going to stick with the compact that I'm trying to use up. So last week I did use the Ivy Garden. It was quite patchy, so I think this one is going to get tossed. I didn't use the Chocolate Kiss, but I did really use the Granite. It's such a pretty colour. I forgot how much I loved Granite. The Spun Silk, struggling to get that out of the pan now, so that one will go after this week. Crystalline and Silky Caramel, and you keep using those for this week, and then I'll have a change next week. So I'm going to take that with me because it was a great neutral look. For lipsticks, I'm going to chuck in, I found this one. This is a Wet n Wild one. It's a really pretty bright coral pink. It's quite frosty, and I feel like maybe frosted lipsticks are making a comeback. I don't know, so we'll see what I think of that one. And then I've got a dark one. I've got Blaze, which is really dark because I've got some evening functions to go to, so it's always good to have a dark option, so they can go in there. So I'm not going to take out of last week's box, I'm not taking the highlighting powder, this one, because where I'm going is really humid in Auckland, and I live in the South Island, so in the North Island New Zealand is really muggy and humid up there, and it just makes my foundation dewy enough as it is, so I do not need to be adding highlighting powder. The navy blue pencil, I never got around to using that, so I'm going to have to try again on that one. And I put this in last week. I'm not going to take this with me because I don't need to be carrying extra shadows with me, but I think I used a couple of the colours once. And I won't be taking my loose powder with me because I always have pressed powder with me in my handbag, plus I have a couple of other neutral lipsticks in my handbag as well, so I don't need those things. So there you go. That's other than that, all I need to do is in the morning just add in my makeup brushes and my toothbrush, some more toothpaste because I don't think that tube's going to last me very long, and I think, fingers crossed, I have thought of everything for this week's makeup and being on the road for work. So yeah, should be able to make quite a dent in some of those things. So I hope you really enjoyed this video. Please give it a thumbs up if you did. If you would like to see any reviews on any of these products, by all means let me know and I'll see what I can do. Otherwise, look forward to seeing you when I get back home next week with some more proper videos.